Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So today we are going to look at persuasive presentation. But before we go into detail on how you can present about persuasive presentation, let us have a look at the differences between persuasive speech and informative speech. So as we can see over here, right, I have divided the two things into two different parts. Okay, part number one is on persuasive, and then the second one is on informative. Okay, so persuasive, the original word comes from the word persuade, so meaning that to persuade. Okay, and then for informative, it comes from the word inform. Okay, so we can see the structure over here. Persuasive speech is a bit longer compared to informative speech. For informative speech, there are only two levels involved, whereby in the first part is to inform, and then you're going to explain about what you are going to inform. For example, let's say you're going to present to other people on how to do or how to perform or how to change a flat tire. So in this context, if your topic is going to be how to change a flat tire, you're just going to inform and then explain your audiences what are the steps that they need to do in order to change a flat tire. However, when we come to a persuasive speech, it's going to be a bit longer because you're going to persuade. So you have to have in your mind, okay, a clear objective that by the end of your speech, you're going to persuade your audiences to do something that is different. So whereby or whereas they are going to change their mindset or to do something. Okay, alright. So persuasive speech here involves several stages in the sense that, okay, this is the first stage. You have to remember that you're going to persuade, and then you have to explain what is it about. Okay, let's say your topic is about saving the environment. Okay, saving the environment. Alright, so you want people, okay, you're going to persuade people to save the environment. So that is the clear objective here. First thing, you have to explain what does it mean by saving the environment. Okay, you're going to show some example of works related to saving the environment. What will happen if we didn't save the environment? Then later you are going to persuade them. Okay, you're going to persuade the audiences to change their habit. For example, before this, they are using plastic straw, okay, in their daily life. So instead of using plastic straw, okay, and you can add it up with some examples of, for example, okay, the turtle. There is a video of a turtle having a plastic straw stuck into the nostril. Then you can ask them to change their habit and use metal straw, for example. Okay, so the topic is about saving the environment, and then you want them to change their habit from using plastic straw, okay, at this level, to persuade to use metal straw, and then you conclude your presentation. Of course, in the informative speech, you're going to have the conclusion as well. Okay, so that is all about the differences between persuasive versus informative speech. Okay, let us move on to the structure of a presentation here. So basically, you have three main stages in the presentation. Number one is the introduction. So what should you include in the introduction? So you are going to start with the general statement. So I'm drawing here, it is a funnel concept. So you're going to start with the general statement. Okay, this structure applies to all of the types of presentation, not only persuasive, but since that you are required to focus on persuasive presentation, so this is what you're supposed to do. Okay, so you start with the general statement, then you go to the thesis statement. Okay, so thesis statement here, you're going to mention about the changes that you want the audiences to do or to make. Alright, so in the introduction, you should start with the general statement, and then by the end of the introduction, you go to the thesis statement of what the audience is supposed to do. So this is what you're supposed to do. Okay, and then we go to the main points. You have to have at least 3 main points. Okay, so TS here stands for topic sentences. So topic sentence 1, topic sentence 2, and topic sentence 3. Okay, so you should have at least 3 main points to support your presentation. Okay, for each of the topic sentences here, you should have at least 2 supporting details. So supporting details here can be explanation, it can also be example. Okay, alright, the same goes over here. For example, how to save saving the environment. So main topic or topic sentence number 1 here, you're going to explain the importance of saving the environment. So you give one example here, meaning that pollution, for instance, okay, that is an example, and then you explain a bit about pollution. Okay, and then lastly we go to the conclusion. In the conclusion, you have to restate your thesis statement. Okay, whereby you are going to emphasize back why you want the audiences to do the changes. It's because you want them to save the environment, for example. Okay, so basically this is the structure of a presentation. It applies to all of the types of presentation, but in this context, since that we are focusing on persuasive presentation, so you should use this kind of structure. You can use it. Okay, remember you need to have the introduction, begin with the introduction, okay, and then we have the general statement in the introduction, followed by the thesis statement, final concept, because you have to make it more specific, and then you need to have 3 topic sentences, okay, so meaning that 3 main points. Each of the topic sentence should be supported by at least 2 supporting details. It can be in the form of explanation or example, and then you have the conclusion. Alright, so in the conclusion, you're going to restate your thesis statement, why you want the audiences to change their mindset or to do something, okay, in order to comply to your topic. Alright, so I believe that's all from now. Thank you very much for watching and have fun.